Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining this afternoon. So technology, I think. So I'll wait for the console to sort of switch on the lights, and in the meanwhile, I'll give you a quick reflection of the entire purpose we are here today. There's a small bit of presentation which I'm going to make, and if you can organize the presentation on the LED screen. Melvin spoke about technology, and he spoke about and I believe that it is changing faster than ever in our lives. And possibly it is much more than ever part of our life. And the entire influence of technology in our life, again, would be happening at an extremely fast pace in the future, in the past. And I think that is the entire premise of us being here and the entire premise of why Arbo is here. So we are exposed to a lot of information while we utilize the gadgets around us, and how we can sort of structure the information flow and how we can utilize technology to our benefit, to our convenience, again would be the premise of the entire purpose of us bringing Arbo to all of you. So I think that is the overall background, and my colleague Pankaj is going to make a presentation to reflect that what Arbo provides to our consumers and the users. But before we do that, I'll give you a reflection of what Panasonic does. So this is our vision statement, which says a better life and a better world. The ultimate objective of the corporation is to provide products and solutions which eventually lead for a better life to the consumers across the world, and in that process create a better world collectively, us as a community. And is globally. And just a quick reflection of that is in India, most of us know Panasonic as a consumer sort of a product brand. Possibly about 85% of our current revenues in India still come out of consumer businesses. And this year we are looking at about 10,000 crores of business to happen in the country. So out of that, maybe 80 to 85% would come of consumer businesses, and only 15% would come out of B2B businesses. But when we look at ourselves from the global perspective, it is completely other way around. Possibly 78% of the global revenues would come out of B2B businesses, and only 22% business would come out of the consumer related businesses. So that's the kind of reflection of the diversity of Panasonic's businesses, which are present at this point of time, not only in Japan, but across global markets. Our intention is to bring those products and solutions to our country, and in that process, create a better world for our society as well. And the figure on the right side of this sheet reflects that our intention is to become more part of your life. And in that process, whether you are in your home, how do we create a better environment inside the home? Whether you are traveling, whether you are in your community, whether it is about your businesses, how can we make the entire journey more convenient for you? And in that process, again, create a better world for you. So that is the overall idea. And in our technologies as far as our consumer electronics business, which happens to be the base of Panasonic Corporation, is concerned, and ultimately utilize cloud capabilities to create solutions. So I think that is the overall theme of the strategy which Panasonic is now pursuing across the world. So moving on, so today we have experts out here. So this slide I would not touch upon much in detail, but we all understand that today, as far as mobile phones is concerned, there are a lot of people who are getting engaged in the overall activities. So they are the operating system sort of vendors or the developers, and then subsequently we have a lot of developers, and then carriers, the OEMs which are involved into manufacturing ecosystem, and then ultimately people who are taking it to the market and providing the entire service experience to the consumers. And we all understand that how over a period of time mobile phone has evolved, and possibly if we look at the recent past, especially the last 5 really become more sophisticated, and possibly I feel that in the current times there's sort of a threshold which is there as far as the consumer's expectation is concerned for such matters. Technology which I'll reflect upon the next slide, we understood that to a larger extent, consumers are satisfied as kind of display technologies are provided to them as far as the experience of touchscreen is concerned, or the performance of processors. Of course, we have technology partners out here, they understand it better. But to a larger extent, we are sort of satisfying the needs of customers. The camera itself has evolved over a period of time. Today we are talking of sort of multiple camera capabilities, and the application infrastructure, the ecosystem will continue to evolve. And I think that plays a major role in simplifying the life of our consumers, which is very much in the direction which we are now looking at ourselves. And I think the major role which plays in terms of the user experience is the kind of user interface which is being provided to the consumers. And as far as the design philosophy for Panasonic is concerned, not only very specific to mobile phones, but for most of our products, we focus on three particular pillars as far as the design considerations are concerned. The first, which is very obvious, is the performance of any product. And the second is the user interface, that how easy the user interface is for our consumers to interact with the product. And third is the durability and the reliability of the product. So this continues as the design philosophy for Panasonic over the last many years. And I would say that a reflection of how we have created credibility over a period of time is we are going to turn 100 in the next year. And the corporation will be 100 years old in the year 2018, which happens to be a real matter of pride for all of us. Finally, I think this would be sort of precursor to the presentation which my colleague Pankaj is going to make. We tried to understand, we conducted an extensive research to understand that what customers are now expecting out of, if you can change the slide for me. Yeah. So we conducted an extensive research together with our partners to understand that what we tried to understand. And we do understand that the hardware itself has evolved. In that process, a lot of applications have come into picture. And there's a lot of information flow which is coming to our consumers. And the life is becoming more busy day by day. And there are statistics which possibly Pankaj is going to elaborate. So there are some expectations as far as the product itself is concerned. So people are possibly looking forward to sort of flexible screens in the time to come, and possibly holographic display. And but I think the major information, or I would say the insight which came out of this research, was that how can the utilization of not only the device itself or the applications, or we try to understand that what is the real future of the user interface. So possibly user interface today is how a user is communicating with the mobile phone or the device itself. So we understood this, that it has to be completely other way around, and that journey has to start from today. That how a mobile phone can start to interact with the consumers. So how we can make mobile phone more intelligent, and I'm sure that you understand it better. Today, we are talking about artificial intelligence. I would say that Arbo is still not really artificially intelligent. And that journey is beginning from today. And in this process, this is going to continue to learn. And we are going to open it up for sort of crowdsourcing to make it intelligent in the time to come. So I think that would be the kind of reflection which I would like to make today before Pankaj makes that presentation. And the ultimate delivery which we expect for our consumers to experience is how can we simplify their life? How can we make the entire user experience more easy? So I think that is the overall background of us developing this. I'll now leave it to Pankaj for elaborating on what Arbo is. And once again, thank you very much for all of you to join. In particular, I would thank the Flipkart team for have joined here, because not only we are introducing Arbo to all of you today, we are also going to launch a device which is Eluga Ray Max. And this again would be coming up with the capabilities of Arbo. So I'm extremely thankful to Ajay and your team for having joined us today. So thank you very much, everyone.